Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It's been about a month since I've moved to Tokyo, and in this week's video I wanted to discuss more home interior decor stuff. I've had a couple of upgrades and I've got a couple of things coming in that I want to change with the living room and kitchen area, which I've been working on for the last month, and so that's what I want to talk about today. We have just caught the last glimpse of light today. It is still spring and the sun sets quite early, but man, we've got this beautiful light hitting my mugicha right here. This is exactly why I bought the glass, because of that speckled beautiful light that's going to shine through it. Overall, the last week has been beautiful so far. It is cherry blossom season and we just had the mankai, the full bloom for the cherry blossoms, on a nice sunny day. I've been really enjoying the sakura season here, the spring festivities. A couple of days ago, I went out to Harajuku and got my hair dyed and bleached. As you can see, it's very crispy, ash blonde white kind of color. It's very in season with the cherry blossoms. And even this morning, I went out to the park. There's a park called Inokashira Koen, and there you can actually ride swan boats. And I wanted to do that with Minji, so we did that this morning. And we are at Inokashira Park. This is the swan boat that we're on. I saw this like a while ago and I thought we had to do it during the spring season. We're finally here. It's 1000 yen for 30 minutes, so it's like $10. It's a nice sunny morning, 10:30. They just opened at 10, so there's a lot of boats out on the water, but I'm getting the top view of the sakura and the birds. Cheers. It's kind of tiring though. Spring has been very fun so far, and something else that's been really fun is actually picking and choosing a dining table and chairs, which I'm currently sitting at. Now, the dining table is something that I wanted to take my time with, really choose the right item, wait patiently, and get it when the time was right. And this came perfectly. I was actually scrolling through my camera roll on my phone and I came across some images of us when we first moved here, and we were eating off like cardboard boxes, little makeshift setup for a little while, because we knew that waiting for the right item was going to be the best choice for us. And we came across this set of table and chairs by Artek. To put it simply, we have the 81C, which is a 75 centimeter by 75 centimeter tabletop. This is made out of birch wood from Finland. It's very beautiful. And then we've got two chairs, which is the Artek 66 model, and we have the black linoleum top on it. Now that's very simple, but I do want to go into a little bit of detail because I did some research and I want to share the knowledge with you guys. I'm going to read off my phone here. If you guys are into design, you probably have come across Artek before. They're very famous, especially with their earlier model designs such as the Stool 60. You may know the design style because IKEA and other brands have replicated this iteration of stackable stools, but Artek was the original founder of this, and in particular it's because of their creation of the L-leg. The L-leg is a piece of design language that they developed really early on. It is essentially a piece of wood. They've put cuts into it, used glue and pressure to form them into organic and malleable shapes. Something that you could do with metal, but this is done with wood. Now, this was originally created for the Stool 60, which I previously mentioned, but they adopted this and just pretty much put it on a lot of different pieces of furniture, and it became their design language. Now, something that really drew me into choosing Artek products for my dining table set was that they are created from old Finnish birch trees. Now, these are harvested between 50 years old and 80 years old from my research, and the design ethos is essentially your furniture should be able to outlast the age of the tree. So if I hold on to this for the next 50 to 80 years, who knows? I'm really excited to see how this table will age with me And I've just seen examples on like Pinterest and Instagram of other people's Artek pieces, and they just change with time. It's wood, you've got coating of course, but your natural oils from your skin, sun damage, etc. It's going to change the shade of the piece itself, and it's going to be its own unique characteristics. And I wanted to get a set because if I got the table and the chairs together, I'm pretty sure over a long time they're going to age similar together. And yeah, I think this look is going to be very, very cool. Now, we actually chose to get a natural finish for the table and get contrasting chairs with the black linoleum. This is the surface that I'm talking about, the black linoleum. It actually does feel quite nice, and I think the black contrast with the natural wood tone it's very bold. You can get this in a white color. There's actually other colors as well, but the only ones available to me at the shop that I bought it from was black, white, and natural. I wanted to get some kind of contrast, so whether that was the tabletop with a laminate or the chair, but yeah, went for this configuration, and I think it's pretty cool. Through my research, what I've noticed with a lot of the Artek products is that they feel almost childlike. Like there's very soft, round corners, there's no like harsh edges, and I could just imagine a miniature sized version of this used at like a daycare center, but then I could also see a nice mature version, you know, shown at a bar, somewhere a little bit more sophisticated. And the fact that it's so versatile really made me think that no matter where I live, whether that's here or if I move somewhere else, this size in particular, being small enough to fit into other places, I could probably just bring this around with me wherever it is. And whether it stays as my dining table or if I repurpose it for something else in the future, I just know that it's gonna look good wherever it goes. I have to be honest, this felt like a very big boy purchase for me. I haven't really invested in furniture like this before, but you know, after seeing the product in person, feeling it, and deciding on the configuration and how it would fit into the house, I could just really see it working now and then also in the future. So I did the mental gymnastics and convinced myself to buy it, but I'm actually very happy. Like using this for dinner, as well as working on it with my computer for the time being before I have my own studio space, which I'll talk about later in the video. But for now, this is just a very good all-rounder workstation for me. And yeah, every time I see it, it makes me smile. So yeah, I think it was well worth it. I've been brewing mugicha in the Haruyo carafe, the 1 liter filter in one, and it has been so nice. Like, look at this. So easy. Amazing. Now, Japan is a very old country, and with that, there are a lot of antiques and vintage goods. The other weekend, I went to the Oedo Vintage Antique Market, and I had a really good time. Good morning, everybody. This morning we're heading to an antique market in Oedo, which is kind of towards Ginza Station. We just headed to a shiopan store. It was amazing. I just smashed 4 shiopan and now I'm kanari pretty full, so feeling good and ready to tackle the antique vintage market. I'm not looking for anything in particular, but I'm sure there is an array of different things, so yeah, let's go check it out. Now, after spending a few hours at the market, we came home with a bunch of goodies, and that's what I want to show you guys. I'm gonna go chronologically. So the first thing that we got was actually 2 frames. Now I think it was 2 frames for 3,000 yen, and I just like the old look to them. We don't have any picture frames at home, and getting something small like this with thin borders was one of the things I was looking for. I'm imagining getting like little Polaroids or something and just like putting them in and just maybe hanging them on the wall or something. I think it'll just be very dainty and nice. Purchase number 1. Now I'm really happy and excited to unbox this because purchase number 2 was very, very cool. As soon as we moved in here, I was on the hunt for some sort of vase, and I didn't want to buy something very generic and simple. So I waited a bit and I came across this vendor at the market that was selling antique vases. So I thought, let me just check it out. Now I got this a few days ago, so I've been really anticipating opening this because when I came across it, I instantly knew that I had to get it. Whoa. It's this beautiful vase in this dusty blue, and as soon as I saw it, I kind of just loved the shape of it. The very heavy bottom based, it's not too tall. And when I looked into it a little bit more, when the guy was explaining to me what it actually was, I fell in love with it even more. I got a little letter about the history on this item itself. So essentially the vase is from East Germany, 1960s to 70s. It's a ceramic vase by a guy or a brand called Paul Eidner. Long story short, Paul, he was a ceramicist and he had a daughter who then took on his brand. This is made by his daughter. So this is a nice little piece of blue ceramic vase that I'm excited to bring into my house. And yeah, I don't really know how I'm gonna use it. I just really like the shape. It kind of reminds me of the slime from Dragon Quest. When I come across stuff like this, I usually just instantly get it because if it's not me, then someone else is gonna get it for sure. And the market is so busy that someone would have come across this. Okay, so the third thing that I got here is a server, like a tea server. There's a whole stack of these at the vendor that I got it from, and they were selling for 1,500 yen each. We just happened to find one that we really liked. There was like a nice wavy pattern to the wood itself. It's quite simple. Like if you have a tea server or a snack server, you know what this does. Essentially, I'm making coffee, I have snacks, I have guests over there, and I just want to bring it all at the same time over. And it's got like a lip, so if you spill something, like it's not going to go on the floor anyway, it's going to stay contained. There's something nice about the wood though. It's quite warm in color. It's like a rich orange wood, which contrasts with a lot of the other stuff in the house, especially like the new table that we have. I think this is also supposed to be like 50, 60 years old, which is kind of cool. I can imagine that there was one family using this specific item for a very long time until, you know, they passed it on somewhere else, and now I have it. So yeah, very nice. Now lastly, it's a little bit too big to show on the top-down rig, but I have a noren. Now a noren is essentially a fabric door, like something that separates rooms. Now I've actually got very specific plans for this noren because we have our front door entrance, and that entrance leads into the living room. I want to get rid of the door because it creates a lot of separation, and as the door opens, it makes the room feel small. So I wanted to remove it and replace it with this, which you can kind of see through it because the weave itself is like a little bit porous. It's also like a nice brown light color, so I think in the summer especially, it's just gonna suit the vibes. It's gonna be very flowy and nice. So yeah, I want to install this, but to do that, I actually picked something up as well. This is a compression pole, like a friction pole. Essentially what it is, it basically just extends and then it compresses in between like a doorway. And now this rod, I actually thread it through the top of the noren, and then I can use this to compress it against the door. So yeah, now that I have this all prepared, this is something that I want to do. So those were my purchases from the Oedo Antique Market, and I highly recommend that you guys go check it out because it runs twice a month, I believe, on Sundays, and it is located pretty much next to Tokyo Station. So if you're a foreigner coming in for a little visit, or if you live here and you've never checked it out, I'd highly recommend coming as it opens, because it gets very, very, very busy and you never know what you're going to find. I think that's kind of the fun of it. Just bring cash. Some places take card, but yeah, be prepared to find something really nice, like the vase that I found here. Super nice. It's pretty good. Yeah, it looks good, I think. I think the vibe is nice. It's like, it feels much bigger, like more open, because when the door was open, it was kind of like, it's like here, just like in the way. So yeah, this is nice, and you can just like go in and out. It actually looks really nice from the other side looking into the living room.